So I'm out here camping at Lake Lila, and the plan today is to head north. So I'm gonna head up to Harrington Brook and just head north and see how far I go. If I can make it up to Lowe's, that'd be great. I haven't been to Lowe's in several years, but the idea is at least to head up to the train tracks, do that portage up to Clear Pond, head over into Bog Lake, and if I have time, paddle up into Lowe's Lake for a little while. Heading across Lila right now. Kind of a cool morning. It's getting down into the 40s now. Feels great. But I got my knit cap on. And water's pretty good. All right, coming up on the portage out of the north side of Lila up towards Harrington Pond. Kind of a rocky takeout here. Not an easy takeout. All right, I'm on the north side of Lake Lila, and I'm just about to do the portage up towards Harrington Pond. The sign is behind me here. It says it's 0.3 miles. Should be a breeze. Pretty muddy on the second half here. And pretty overgrown. I mean, definitely a cart would just be torture trying to get through here with a cart. Just be extra baggage. Very uneven. Ooh, this is gonna be kind of muddy. Let's try this thing over here. Little acrobatic move here. Ugh. Ooh. Pick your steps wisely. I don't care how big the tires are on your canoe cart, they're not rolling over this. Whoa, had a slippery step. You can see the brook now. They say it's 0.3, but I gotta say it feels a little heftier than 0.3. It's a rugged trail, that might add to it, but I think it's a little longer. Welcome to Harrington Pond Outlet. Okay, I just got to Harrington Pond Outlet. I'm shedding some layers. Taking a small little break. I'm gonna paddle the outlet. And there's supposed to be a little tiny stream that goes left to hit a portage on the railroad tracks. Just got out into Harrington Pond Outlet. Man, wow. It's nice here. It's like a wider shingle shanty with a little bit longer line of sight. You really feel like you can see a long distance here. Tons of beaver activity. this is the turn. Something in the trees over here. I know the turnoff is coming up. I see a white piece of something in the trees. So, yeah. This is the turnoff. Don't miss it. I almost missed it. I can see the pond up ahead, and that's one of the reasons why I've been on the lookout. But here's where you take the left to head over to the train tracks. So I just made that left and trying to find my way to the takeout now. All right, not too far after the split off, you go down a narrow channel and it kind of meanders to the left. You come around that bend to the left and you'll see a railroad crossing over the wet area. All right, I just finished paddling the outlet from Harrington Pond. I'm on the train tracks. I think it should take about a half an hour. Got a crosswind right now. It's catching the side of my boat. And the boats are so light that they're basically like a kite. I believe this is the turnoff. I can see some water. Welcome to Clear Pond. It's getting a little rougher. Winds are up a little bit. I'm coming through clear pond. Alright, just getting to the takeout for the carryover to Bog Lake. So I just got out of Clear Pond. The winds are up now. So Lowe's Lake is notorious for being ridiculously windy. So I'm not sure how much further I'm gonna go. I'm gonna head over here to Bog Lake. It's a short little portage. On the map, this portage looks really small, and it is relatively. And I decided to shoulder carry it. And the only reason I'm glad I did it is because I know I'll never ever shoulder carry again. It's just so much more uncomfortable. Like I said, I'm glad I did it. Just because this is the last time. Welcome to Bog Lake. I'm just getting into Bog Lake. Weather doesn't know what it wants to do. It's windy, it's cloudy. I see some blue skies where I'm heading. So this is Bog Lake. It's nice. A lot of beaver activity back here. And I don't know if I want to jump them all. Just to get into Lowe's. This has been a cool little adventure as is. Bog Lake Outlet, maybe be out and back today. Let me poke around a little bit. There's definitely some flow going here. But then again, do I want to jump back over every single one of them? Because you can tell there's going to be a bunch. Check this right side. Yeah, I had a feeling this was a bigger channel, but I said, why is this one going to be? So instead of trying to snake my way through here for the next hour, which would be an adventure in itself, this is where I'm going to call it quits. Somewhere in the outlet from Bog Lake to Low's Lake, in the heavy beaver activity. If I was a beaver, this is where I would live. So, back to Lake Lila. It's about 11 a.m. Took me about 3 hours to get out here, and moving not very fast, just so you know. So, basically shingle shanty to the brook between Bog Lake and Low's Lake can be done as a solo paddler. I'd say about 3 hours, maybe even faster if you're really going. Coming back into Bog Lake, get the wind in our face. All right, back across Bog Lake. Gonna do the portage back to Clear Pond. Take a little break. All right, I'm looking back into Bog Lake, and I'm just about to do the just under half mile, it's probably 0.4 mile portage back over to Clear Pond. So I'm sitting on the edge of Clear Pond right now. Right here at the north side of Clear Pond. I'm looking back across Clear Pond. The portage is at the southern side, directly across the lake. And I got to go up and over that hill. And then I get to the train tracks, which will be another mile or so until I get back into Harrington Outlet, where I got about a 0.4 mile portage back into Lake Lila. And looking at Clear Pond right now, I can imagine Lake Lila is going to be rough. And I'm going to be paddling directly into this wind, it feels like. So that should be fun. So I'm just getting back into Clear Pond. It's pretty rough on Clear Pond, so I can imagine Lila is going to be angry. All right, just getting out of Clear Pond here. Got to go up and over this hill. All right. All right, just leaving Clear Pond, and I'm doing the big portage up and over this hill until I hit the train tracks, and then it's about a mile down the train tracks back to Harrington Outlet. Bungee oak makes this 1.5 miles a piece of cake. Okay, just making it back to the train tracks. So, got about a mile. All right, I'm back to Harrington Outlet. And I just got a short little paddle back to that 0.3 mile portage. And then I'm back in Lila. So I just came back into the outlet and just took a left here quickly because Harrington Pond is right here. Might as well take a look-see. There's Harrington Pond. Just a tiny little pond. Alright, here's the carry back to Lake Lila. All right, that's looking back into Harrington Outlet, and it says it right there. That's 0.3 miles back to Lake Lila. I think it's a little bit heftier than 0.3 miles, but just for fun, we'll say it's 0.3 miles. Here we go. This trail's pretty rugged, I gotta say. See Lake Lila. And I'm looking back into Lake Lila, and it's rough. I got to go all the way across Lake Lila right now, but this put-in is rough. It's like rocks with like 2-inch crevasses in between them where your foot can slide right in there and just... So this is going to be interesting. So, and without getting knocked up against these rocks as I get in my boat, because the wind is coming into my face. And then I got to paddle directly out there. Basically, see that giant rock? I'm going to go to the right of that giant rock. And it's directly into the wind, and Lila she's not happy today. So let's get this done. Let's see if I can do this without killing myself here. Not a fun put-in. It's like slippery rocks And there's no footing at all. Try to get my boat in for now. Don't have that on my shoulder. God. Jeez Louise. This is going to be a fun little paddle across Lila. See if I can get in without getting blown back into the rocks. Oh my gosh. This is the old stand 1 foot. Go straight to your butt. Bring water in your boat if you have to. And get the heck out of Dodge. Ah, got a little bump. So let's get this last little paddle done. Got a little bit of shelter from the wind by Spruce Island, but I'm going straight into the wind. I'm coming directly from the south almost, a little southwest in it. Back out to the wind now. Okay, got back to camp. Took me about 6 hours round trip. Hey, honey.